DILLIAN the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
So expect an official announcement any day now from Matchroom with regards to DILLIAN WHYTE versus Alexander Povetkin. As a lot of you guys will remember, back in December when I had DILLIAN WHYTE on this channel, and we were having like a live chat for you all to hear. This was right before he signed up to fight Lucas Browne. I was throwing some names out to him, he was throwing names back and this kind of thing, and Alexander Povetkin was one of the names, and he said that he would love to fight Povetkin. Ultimately he went on for Lucas Browne, who was 25-0, undefeated of course, and a former world champion. Now it looks like he's going to be taking on Alexander Povetkin. We all seen this at the Joshua Parker fight where DILLIAN WHYTE called out Povetkin, and as I thought that he said when I heard it live, when I did the video for you guys as well, which I was pretty sure he said that both teams have agreed, but I couldn't be 100% sure on that. I wasn't sure if he said that Eddie Hearn agreed to try and make the fight or what. I didn't know, but either way, it's turned out that DILLIAN WHYTE and Alexander Povetkin have agreed to be facing each other next. A lot of this is because DILLIAN WHYTE wants the WBC title shot against Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has been running scared of DILLIAN WHYTE for a long time. So, and already DILLIAN WHYTE has a better resume than Deontay Wilder, and by adding Povetkin to it, should he win of course, and it's a very tough fight, should he win, he then propels himself, as I said, #1 WBC, #1 WBA, #1 WBO. So there will be no what has DILLIAN WHYTE done to deserve a shot with Deontay Wilder, even though Deontay Wilder fought 190th ranked opponent Jason Gavin to get his title shot, but DILLIAN WHYTE doesn't deserve it. Bunch of damn clowns is what you all are. Now DILLIAN WHYTE is my favourite heavyweight, so I will be a little bit biased at times of course, but I do believe DILLIAN WHYTE beats Alexander Povetkin, I really do. And it's like DILLIAN WHYTE said, if you got a good jab, then you beat Alexander Povetkin. Ultimately, that hasn't proved to be the case in the past with Povetkin. Outside, he has the best resume out of all the heavyweights right now, as far as numbers go. And his only loss was Vladimir Klitschko, and he went the distance with Klitschko as well. But he did get dropped on a couple of occasions because Vladimir Klitschko was leaning all over him. He was using the size advantage that David Price had, but didn't use. Size advantage that DILLIAN WHYTE does not have. He's pretty much the same as Povetkin, so this will literally be either a boxing match or a fight. So it's an interesting one, that is for sure. And as I said, Deontay Wilder running scared of DILLIAN WHYTE, just doesn't want to give him an opportunity. But eventually Wilder, you're going to have to face him for far less money and no rematch clause compared to if you give him a voluntary. And not only that, you're harming your chances of fighting Anthony Joshua, because Joshua doesn't have to fight you. Eddie Hearn doesn't have to make the fight. They've already said take on DILLIAN WHYTE and you'll get Joshua next, but clearly you're not interested in that. So now you want to go fight Adam Kownacki. We'll have fun with that one, and I hope Adam Kownacki knocks the crap out of him, because he's an absolute coward, to the point where DILLIAN WHYTE has to relinquish any kind of hopes for a world title shot because Deontay Wilder's frightened. Now he's going to take on Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin is far better than anybody on Deontay Wilder's record, and that would include Luis Ortiz. That cannot be disputed, I'm pretty sure. Of course, hey, I would love to see Luis Ortiz against Povetkin. Let's not get that twisted. I think that'd be a very decent close fight, but for me, Povetkin edges it. So DILLIAN WHYTE versus Alexander Povetkin, June. No venue has been set yet or anything like that. I think they've just verbally agreed, so no contract's been drawn up, but fully expected very soon. Hopefully it's going to be at the O2 Arena, which is good exposure for Povetkin. Of course, he's a huge star over in Russia. You know, he makes an absolute killing financially over there as well. But in the UK, people just see Povetkin as a drug cheat and whatever. As I said, there were some shady elements around a lot of that, which I'm not really going to go into, where he was kind of almost treated, could you say, unfairly, especially for the Wilder bit, because the drug that was in his system was a tiny little midget over the legalized limit. Now, first of all, it shouldn't have been in his system. I can totally agree with that one. But this particular one, which I forget what it was it Nandrolone? I forgot now. Was previously legal 6 weeks before that. So it was actually being cycled out of his system. And It just wasn't. But either way, this is the reputation that he's got now as a drugs cheat. But if you look at it, I mean, if you to take that out and look at what it is that he's done, who he's beaten, you can see that Povetkin is a serious contender and dangerous fighter. So, Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin, June, hopefully at the O2 Arena. So, drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.